Hey, welcome back. You are listening to My Digital Diary, and our next guest for this episode is my older sister, Brittnie. Give her a hand.
Hi, everybody. How are ya?
Brittnie, tell us a little bit about yourself and how we know each other.
I am Brittnie Earp. Um, we know each other by your mom,
Hmm.
basically.
It's a long story.
It's a very, if we were to explain that, we would be here
It's like,
all day.
it's like the trauma candy salad
Oh my,
trend on TikTok.
nobody wants to hear that.
You know. And I brought the featurings.
Here are sour Skittles because my life's been sour. No, I'm 32. I came into your life, gosh, when you were like 7, 8, 9, something like
Well,
that.
my parents split when I was 10, so probably around then.
Yeah,
Ava was probably around 6 or
yeah.
7. Yeah.
And I was a junior in high school. That's
Yeah.
insane. I work for the Joplin Sports Authority. Love my job. I am married to Kate Earp, love of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I have 50 million sisters and a little bitty brother, which
Mm.
I forgot to put him on that that last post. And your mom was like,
And a
and
brother.
brother. I'm like, oh no.
It just it flowed so well.
Yeah, it did.
The caption did.
Yeah, I should have put like little cute little parentheses or something. I don't know. Sorry, Bo. Shout out, Bo. We love you. But yeah,
Awesome. Well, so I don't know you feel free to share how much you want to share. How is our dynamic relationship different than your average sister relationship?
I find it to be extremely different because one, we came in each other's lives at like you were so young and I was getting ready to like end my years in high school
Mm-hmm.
and we bonded over I guess you could say like childhood trauma, which is so awful. And I always wanted like I had a sister previously, and I still have a sister, but just I always wanted like more family and more sisters, and I always wanted a little brother. The dynamic, it was just when you bond over something like
Mm-hmm.
that, which we won't go into detail, but when you bond over something like that, you instantly become close and you
Mm-hmm.
instantly become protective.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of kick into that role. And that was a role that I always played with Mary, my other sister, just
Mm-hmm.
like being that protector. And which kind of going into other details later, but it switches in dynamic as you become adults.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I'll give just the slightest bit of detail. So we are sisters by choice.
absolutely.
By
Yeah.
And so we were stepsisters at a point. We're no longer stepsisters, but just with how life turned out, I mean, with how much time we invested in each other and the bond, and it was like, how do you just step away? So, yeah, we chose to stay in each other's lives, and it's the biggest blessing. And I'll tell people yeah, I'm the oldest, and then later in this conversation, I'll say, yeah, my older sister, and they're like, you said you were the oldest. I'm like, both can be true.
Yeah. And I'm like, you're not the oldest. I'm the oldest. I get to have that, but no, I get it because out of the biological birth, you are technically the oldest. I'm the
I
bonus.
because I say that because I was the oldest for 10 years, and so I still play that role in a way, and
Hmm.
my personality type is still very oldest sister. Like I I don't think I have the personality of middle child. I
No,
don't
I
know.
agree. No, if you know her at all, that's not the way that works. It's Ellie's world. I don't know if anybody else knows that, and we're just living in it. That's what I always say. It's my favorite.
So I I will keep that title if just in an honorary older sister.
I'll take it.
Yeah, so Well, before we get too far into all of that, we need to expand my taste, which I've never been more terrified. Um, what Brittany has brought for me. So let's. Oh, I think we need to save that for the end.
Are you sure?
I mean-
It's gonna be. This isn't Ellie's podcast. This is Fear Factor today.
oh
I'm
my
just
god,
kidding.
that show traumatized me. So explain to the people, for those, because no one can see, what what you've brought for us.
So the first thing that I brought is like my absolute summer favorite, which is French onion dip with Fritos.
Okay.
Which is a very common thing, but if you know Ellie, she doesn't do chips and dip, she doesn't do condiments, she's very and
Mm.
I'm very basic too, but she's, like, basic extreme. Basic extreme. So, French onion dip and Fritos, and then I brought Poppy because she had never had soda, and then, now she's no longer a soda virgin. That's great, happy for
Mhm.
you. I'm pretty sure you hated all of it except for one, right?
Yeah, I actually just the other day at Kendall's house tried to like just drink a Coke and couldn't do it.
Ugh.
Like grabbed one and like took a drink and I was like, actually I hate this. I forgot.
And I could not live without my Diet Coke. Like, I'm a Diet Coke
Hmm.
girly. I just couldn't
Well,
function without
actually,
it.
I never did try Diet Coke, so I'm kind of surprised you didn't bring
Oh
that.
my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna have a part 2
Yeah.
to be continued, and then we will have Diet Coke.
Hmm.
So we brought Poppy, which is a prebiotic soda type situation. It's super low in sugar, calories. It's a much
Hmm.
healthier option, and I find it to be rather good,
Hmm.
for people that are, you know, looking to have healthier options about their health and everything else. So
Yeah.
brought Poppy, and then the minute I pulled it out and put it on the table, she was like, "Oh no, like what is that?" So, shout out to Mama Earp, which is my mother-in-law. They have chickens and quails. So today I brought her some quail eggs, and these are the bread and butter kind,
So,
and it's like a hard-boiled egg.
but they're pickled, right?
They're
Is that why they're
pickled.
in
Yeah,
that weird thing?
yeah, it's
So
pickled.
not just the eggs. She made it worse.
No, no, I mean, it's a hard-boiled egg that's a quail egg that is flavored. Do you like pickles?
No.
Oh my okay, so she may throw up, guys.
Yeah. When you said I brought my favorite summer tree, I totally thought I was like, quail eggs are your favorite summer tree.
No, that was a bonus. I got those yesterday when we went down to the
Oh
river, so
my
I was like,
god.
"Okay, I'm gonna bring those."
Okay, so I have my water with me and I have a trash can just in case. So I think I'm gonna try the chips and dip with the poppy first. So she brought a raspberry or no strawberry lemon flavor and a cherry limeade flavor, which I have had the cherry twist Alani, and weirdly I don't think I like cherry limeade. I thought I would, but I don't know. It's just kind of weird. She put a lot of dip on here,
It's
guys.
not it's like an adequate amount.
Half the Frito is covered.
That what do you just do? Like the little like one little freckle of a Frito? Oh, we're done. That's enough for me.
Not the freckle.
Not the Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm scared. I hate the way it smells.
You hate the way it smells.
Yeah.
You ever had anything French onion dip? Or like French onion, like a Lay's chip or
I've had like
nothing?
sour cream and onion. Is that?
I mean, it's similar. Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
can I have a Frito chaser? A plain one?
Oh, yeah. You got a whole bag there, girly.
I love me some Fritos.
So, okay, it can't be that terrible. It's half Frito, half dip. How bad can
Mhm.
it be?
Oh, I love the curly ones.
You
Now I'm
like
just
it?
stalling at
Oh,
this point.
I'm not gonna do this. We're gonna be here all day.
Not me saying it's gonna take 10 minutes. We're already at 11 minutes.
Oh my gosh. No, it's not.
Mm.
Oh, not the ASMR. It's not terrible. There's no way it's that bad.
I'm gonna try and get a ton of chewing. Okay. Like I ate it.
Didn't spit it out.
No. Um. Hmm. So I never had it again.
You're never gonna eat it again?
No.
No?
Um. I think we'll give it a 3.
A 3 out of 10? Ah,
Yeah.
my heart's crushed.
It,
Not
no,
a fan.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's new. My body hates new things, and so sometimes it takes me a little bit. Like, I technically do like sour cream on my, like, Mexican stuff,
Mhm.
but, like, when I, like, see it's on there, I'm like, "Ew, I don't want that." But I'm like, "No, Ellie, you
We
don't mind
like
that."
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now the soda. Now, Poppy's is it known for being, like, less flavorful or just healthier?
Um, so if you're used to pop, it's definitely, to me, less flavorful.
Okay.
Um, like the first time I tried the orange, I was expecting like a Fanta,
Uh-huh.
and baby, it was not a Fanta. But, you get used to
Over
it.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the face.
Why does it taste like what chlorine smells like?
Poppy is the new chlorine, guys.
Oh, I don't hold on, actually, let me try again.
It's good for gut health.
Mm-mm. Tastes like straight poison. I think it's I love lime in food, but, like,
Oh, me too.
I think lime in a drink to me just tastes like poison. I don't know. Maybe it's it together. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a cherry limeade girl.
No,
She's
like not even
staring
like
at me.
from like a regular limeade from like Sonic.
So I've never actually tried that. Just
Okay, we're gonna add that to the Diet Coke, guys.
Is it just cherry and Sprite?
And lime.
But Sprite already has lemon lime. Do you add
Oh,
more
then I
lime to
don't
it?
know. We're gonna have to ask a Sonic expert.
I don't know. I don't know.
Shout out Sonic
Uh-huh.
as she continues to eat the Fritos.
I love Fritos.
Screw your
They're
French
so
onion dip.
plain.
They're so plain.
It's almost like a tortilla chip. They're just corn.
The only thing in your life that is plain is your food.
Amen.
One more. You got this.
Oh my god, guys. I mean, they're almost green. This looks
It's
so
just because of the
nasty.
pickled flavoring. Have you ever had a hard boiled egg?
Yeah.
Like a deviled egg?
Oh, no, not that. No, me and Adam used to go in the garage after Easter egg hunting
Mm-hmm.
and eat all the eggs that were hidden.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm traumatized. Oh my god.
You
Mm.
can do it. You can do
Why?
it.
So you okay? Have
Careful.
you had this?
Yes, I've had it.
Do you eat it on a regular basis?
I wouldn't say a regular basis, but I've had
Do
it
you
more than
like it?
once. I do like it. I was afraid myself because I don't do,
Adventurous.
yeah, I'm a chicken tender girl.
Mm.
That's where I live.
Yes.
I'm like you.
Mhm. Mhm.
I get the same thing every single time I go to the same restaurant. Like I don't venture out at all. But I like this.
I wish you all were with me holding my hand. Or
she's
just doing it for me.
yeah, she's a little scaredy
Oh
poo.
my god.
Just pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Oh.
Then you can spit it out. You know, spit it out.
Okay. I need someone if if you've had a quail egg, I'm getting the trash can ready. Comment down below because this is some serious fear factor stuff. I'm afraid if I smell it, it will never go in my mouth.
And you're like, you got this.
I just take a nibble.
I feel like it'd be easier because you're not gonna be able to get the full flavor unless you really, bite down on her. She's small. She's like a little robin egg.
Yeah, that actually makes it worse. The poor baby.
Oh, oh my gosh.
This thing is neon yellow. It's like sesame seeds and stuff.
I don't know.
They look like sesame
I
seeds.
guess I don't know. Shout out mom. I don't know. I don't know what she did.
Oh, the smell hit me without even trying.
Just do it.
So it's like a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah, but it's a
It's like
quail instead of a
better
chicken.
bread and butter
Bread and
flavor.
butter flavored, like bread and butter pickle. You ever had a bread and butter
No.
pickle? Oh lord.
Well, I don't actually know. The only pickles I've had are like on things that are already existing, like sandwiches.
Oh okay.
I wish I like got some money compensation because I
Oh
was
my
not Fear Factor.
gosh.
They get a prize. Oh my god, I'm gonna hate this.
Chew it. Just one bite. Just
Oh
one
my
bite.
god.
Just one bite.
No. Why did it taste like plastic?
You didn't even take a bite of it. She like put it in her mouth and she like, oh no, she like froze. She like, nope.
I'm. Oh, I crunched down on it. It tastes like plastic, but like vinegar. I didn't. I didn't want the taste.
Okay.
Ugh.
Fail. F.
Ew. Oh my god, that was so nasty. Ugh. Ugh. It was. Ugh. I mean, I would have really had to chew on it to get any taste.
It's like biting into an egg, you know? You gotta get through the
No,
shell and
that was like rubber.
like wrapper.
Yeah, it literally like when it went along my tooth, I heard a squeaking sound.
You silly little goosey.
I'm so glad you brought Fritos.
It's like a reward.
Frito break. Oh no.
As she went.
It's called the shelf. Okay. Get my bearings now. Okay. So that was awful. Thank you.
You're
Now I can
welcome.
say I've tried, sort of, I've held a quail egg in my mouth.
Hardly. Yeah, I was like, yeah, we'll give it to her.
So let's dive into the breaking news segment. So as sisters, we have gone through a lot together,
Mhm.
and going through these things has like together has helped us to reflect on like each other's like life events, like without like most of them we've gone through together, but there's been a couple ways that we like handle things differently, and so we were able to like learn from each other. And um honestly, every time we hang out it's like a TED talk.
Mhm.
So this time is just going to be recorded so everyone else can benefit from it. So so let's kind of talk about how, because we already talked about how our relationship is different.
Yeah.
So like how has this bond changed and evolved over the years, like to where we are now?
Um, so for me, like whenever I said previously, like I became like really protective and
Mhm.
the bond was like instant and it was a really strong bond. Like it's not very often that you choose people.
Mhm.
People come in and out of your life all the time. At least for me, that's kind of the way it was. But
Mhm.
so now, you know, especially with, my sisters, I've always felt, like, very motherly and, um, like, I've always felt like I've helped raise my sisters in ways
Mhm.
and always try to give them, like, advice and send them in, a good direction and
Yeah.
try to lead the best by example, and if I ever made mistakes, I was like, "This is maybe what you should or you should not do, and this is, like, what I've been through."
Mhm.
But now in a motherly way, you kind of like have to let your kids, kind of live life on their own and
Mhm.
make their own mistakes, and you can't always protect them. And that's
Mhm.
kind of what I've learned. And that's been like one of the hardest
Mhm.
lessons I've had to learn because like you care so much and you love them so much and
Yeah.
you don't want them to make mistakes, but I made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and you are going to make mistakes,
Right.
and it doesn't matter like what that is, and the love you just have to realize is always unconditional no matter
Mhm.
what. It doesn't matter what happens. Like you always have love for them and support them.
Mhm.
And so that's how I feel like, you know, having to take a step back and not
Yeah.
always share like an opinion.
Mhm.
Because now I've learned that like sometimes not having opinion and just listening is sometimes
Mm.
kind of the best way to give advice without giving advice now.
Mhm.
Just be their shoulder cry on, be
Yeah.
that phone call at 2 a.m. when they need it.
Mhm.
And, you don't have to give them advice in that scenario. Let them tell you what's going on and just sit back
Right.
and listen.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, so sisterhood is like a big part of your life.
Mhm.
How you have so many sisters from different families,
Mhm.
and you just that choice that you've made to keep them in your life is such a big one. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, what does sisterhood mean to you? What is its role in your life and all that?
I will say that all my sisters' relationships, none of them are identical.
Right.
Every single one of them is very different.
Mhm.
And my sisters are literally my life. My family is my world, especially the family that is actually family that treats me like family. Because I've had, blood family and I have mixed family and I have family that is by choice. And even some
Mhm.
of my best friends I would call my family. And so the role that I have with my sisters is I'm just like, I'm their protector. I'm their go to. Like, if you need something, it's whatever. Like, I would give you
Mhm.
the shirt off my back. Like, I would probably kill for you if you really need me to.
Mhm.
Hopefully, no police listen to this. But I just like, I will always be your number one support, like, no matter what that is. Oh, hey, you
Mhm.
want to go and do this? Sure. Oh, you want to break with that guy? Girl, do it. Like, oh, you want to
Mhm.
see this guy? Maybe. No, I'm just kidding.
That's been every single time.
Be like, "Are you
Are you
sure you wanna do that?"
sure?
Like, "Okay, whatever," but
Okay,
no.
but what do we talk you talk a lot about what your role is in sisterhood, but how is sisterhood affecting like what does sisterhood provide for you?
Oh gosh, like, it gives me just that fulfillment in my heart, just knowing that, like, I always have people that in return also support me, that
Mhm.
after I have a hard week at work, I wanna go and, like, spend time with my family and go catch up on what's going on in their lives and vice versa. It's just like that feeling of just, like, coming home, whether it's
Mhm.
sitting around a table and just, like, having a meal, like, I can just sit there and turn off my phone and not think about outside noise and
Mhm.
just have quality time that is just filled with love, and that's what I
Yeah.
love the most about it, and if I didn't have that, I couldn't imagine
Mhm.
not living with that.
Yeah. Well, you married someone who didn't have that.
Yeah, he only child, and I
Mhm.
came from a very huge mixed blended family, and
Yeah.
I don't know if he knew what he was signing himself up for, but he loves them as much as I do, and
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure they love him more than they love me. Because as soon as he walks through the door, it's, "Kate!" And I'm like,
You have to know we don't have any brother, and I'm not solidifying that as not true, but not having hardly any men in our house is like, well,
True.
like the little kids are like, oh, we get to climb on them and all that. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, it's just, I mean, it was the same with other guys in the past, and it doesn't
Yeah.
says anything about their character.
So true, and he's such a good sport too,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it's great.
oh yeah. What advice would you give to someone who like either doesn't have family or sisters or brothers or anybody close to them or has chosen to like for the best reason to not be with their like to not have a relationship with their family like for somebody who doesn't have sisters and like what advice would you give to them?
I would say if you don't have sisters, um, if you have a a closest, little girly friend, like maybe a childhood friend or just somebody that you've like met and you just have like a really close relationship. Because I have friends that I would consider also my sisters
Mhm.
in a different way, of course, but like same thing for them. Like I would protect them and give them the shirt
Mhm.
off my back if I ever needed to.
Yeah.
And I think family is what you make it. And I am pro that. Like
Mhm.
I think that if you're blood, that doesn't automatically make you family. And I feel like if you're not my
Right.
blood, you can be family. Like to me, that's never mattered just from like my background. So I think that if you don't have a biological sister, a blended sister, a bonus sister, I mean, a sister is what you make it. A best
Mhm.
friend, I mean, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to lose out on that just
Right.
because, your parents never gave you a sister.
Yeah. Yeah. And so kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier, about, sisters being there for you in the dark times and in the best times. We've talked about me, you, and Ava have talked about how kind of anxiety has come and gone, like from our lives, and how it's looked different based on what we've gone through and what
Mhm.
we've learned and things. So, what does that look like for you now? And what was your journey with anxiety and all of that?
So I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2015, had my first panic attack. Um, I had always had anxiety symptoms before that, like horrific dreams,
Mm,
waking up in sweats, waking up panicking, just random panicking. Um, and it was never something that was like it would always happen just like out of the blue. It was never
mm,
something that would just like it was like, oh, I have a project due and I'm feeling anxious about it. It wasn't anything like that. It was just a physical body response.
mhm,
And later on, I found out that through, a therapist that I have PTSD
mhm,
from traumatic things that have happened in my childhood. And I never really realized that until she had said it.
mhm,
Um, so now anxiety has always like come and gone for me. There will be spurts where I've been great. And then there will be times where anxiety completely controls my life and it's completely crippling. Like I feel like I can't leave the house.
mhm,
I can't sleep, I can't eat. My heart's pounding out of my chest. I feel like I'm dying.
mhm.
And then, I finally, because there's always a stigma about being medicated, especially for mental health. And people I've always found, they're like, "Oh, it's just in your head or you're weak
Mm.
or, whatever." And finally, I just kind of got over that because that's absolute nonsense.
Right.
And finally got put on medication. And my husband, thankfully, like really supported me in that.
Mhm.
Finally got on medication and it's helped a lot, just kind of balance out, the brain.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say it's absolutely perfect, but it's a lot better than what it was. So, and if you ever have felt anxiety or deal with anxiety, just know that A, you're not crazy,
Mhm.
and B, you are not alone because
Absolutely.
there's so many people that, even like my best friend, she gone through anxiety and she was like, I literally feel like a crazy person. And I'm like, everything that you have felt, I have felt. And
Mhm.
like you go to doctors and sometimes they'll make you feel even more crazy, like, oh, whatever, you're fine. But then there are some doctors that are extremely validating and
Mhm.
they're just like, you're not alone. This is very common. You're
Mhm.
okay. You're safe. And that's all anybody really wants to hear from a medical professional
Right.
instead of just making you feel stupid about yourself because your body is
Mhm.
having a response that you cannot control.
Right.
The brain is very, very hard to control once you're in a downward spiral.
Mhm.
So, to all those out there with anxiety, we love you. We support
Mhm.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. I just recently felt like I had anxiety for the first time, and it and I would say it was definitely holding hands with depression at the same time. Like it
Mhm,
was both. And I remember mine was situational
mhm,
with my past job, and I remember getting to a point where um I don't know, I just like it it never got to a place where I wanted to like harm myself, but Like, it definitely got to a point where I was, like, asking God to just take me in my sleep and things like that, and,
Mhm,
like, it just, like and to think, like, now that I'm out of it, to think that a workplace could get you to that low of a spot is, like it makes you feel like, "Wow, I was really crazy," or, like, "Wow, I really was, like, weak," or whatever, but, like, I just think so many people experience it, but
mhm,
they either didn't have the words back then or they just shove it down or they just are not, there's so many different things or they take it out in anger or they take it out in addiction. There's I just feel like anxiety is an emotion that like you can feel anxious
mhm,
and that's why we're like mine was I think a feeling and then I did go reach out to my doctor because I was like I am just like crying all the time. Like I can't do anything and she was like, "Yeah, we'll try medication." And since mine was not an imbalance, mine didn't help in the way which it takes time to like
mhm,
figure
yeah, it
out
really does, yeah.
your dosage and your medication, all these things.
Mhm,
Um and just I just thank God that I was like by the time it got that bad, I was, like, 3 months away from not being in that job anymore,
mhm.
so I was definitely blessed in that aspect, but, yeah, I just feel like I can't imagine anyone never having experienced, some sort of a maybe not panic attack, but, like, just anxiety in
Mhm.
general.
Yeah.
Like, so for people to diminish it is just, like, wild.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
I don't think you really truly understand anxiety unless you've had it.
Mhm.
And it is there have been several times where also like a little trigger warning, but like there have been times where I have been like I would rather die than feel
Mhm.
like this every single day
Mhm.
and be this anxious and have panic attacks and not and go 4 days without sleeping because
Mhm.
I lay down at night and I in a panic and a cold sweat
Mhm.
and I can't function
Mhm.
and I love my life
Right.
and whenever you have anxiety, your life just kind of like evaporates and it completely controls it.
Mhm.
And it's awful. It's so awful. And honestly, like if I didn't have like God in my life and thankfully medication now and my amazing support system of family and my
Yeah.
husband, I just don't know where I'd be here. I don't know if I'd be here,
Mhm.
honestly. And I'm really thankful for that. And God has truly got me through like the darkest points in my life.
Mhm.
And I'm just so thankful that he could get me out of such dark places. Hard to talk about. Honestly, it's like really hard to talk about, but you're not alone
Mhm.
and it's never too late. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah.
there's always a tomorrow.
Mhm.
It could be a good day, it could be a bad day, but tomorrow always comes
Yeah.
unless, he wants to take you home. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? But everything what I've learned is just everything's in God's control and he
Yeah.
he just has me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? He's got my
Oh,
back.
yeah.
So yeah.
And, I mean, to take it on that in that angle of, like, having faith, like, I just know I'm like, there's a reason why I woke up this morning,
Mhm.
and, like, there have been so many times I should have died.
Yeah.
So many
I
crazy
know.
places I've put myself in, or like stupid mistakes I've made, or I mean, anytime you get in the car,
Mhm.
like it's just you never know. And
Agree. Yeah.
so I'm just like, I mean, there's got to be a purpose for it,
Mhm.
and just as hard as it is, like when you do see the Bible as truth, which we do, it's our foundation,
Mhm.
and you read through the Psalms and you read through like David's lamenting and just his like crying out and wrestling with God, it's like, okay, like this is not sinful to like be feeling this way. If you know, just the feeling is not a sin. You just like reach out to God, like help, like there's a purpose in it
Mhm.
and um, I just saw something the other day that was like, what, um, which this is definitely not what I figured to talk about, but I saw something just yesterday. It was like, what? the sin that Satan, like, keeps, like, what you feel like is your Achilles heel, like, your whatever you keep falling into
Mhm.
over and over again, that is how God wants to use you, and, like, okay, so if you're struggling with lust, you were meant to have such a intense intimacy with the Father or with your husband, or, like, that's your calling, and so, like, Satan takes you away from your calling because, like, through that same avenue, if
Wow.
that makes sense. So, like, so if your thing is you, one he said was, like, smoking. If you, like, smoke a lot, it's and that's, like, your sin or your addiction,
Mhm.
it's because God wants to use your voice, and Satan's trying to, like, take your, like, lungs and, like, your voice away,
Wow.
and, like, all this stuff, and so, like, for people who are anxious, maybe God's calling you to be brave and step out and do something.
Mhm.
But Satan is like, no, like, I don't, that's going to be too powerful. I'm going to give her this, or I'm going to put her through this to make her feel this way.
Yeah.
And so after seeing that, I'm just like, it's just a way to view it differently to almost empower you. Like,
Honestly, that kinda makes a lot of sense because there's been times, even here recently,
uh
where
huh.
I definitely, like, had to step out of my comfort zone and, like, stick up
Mm
for myself and, like, get into a really uncomfortable situation and have a conversation.
hmm. Mm hmm.
So, wow, that, like, really just that, like, we're having a powerful moment here. I'm like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah. Yeah. And so I Satan seems like once you kind of learn what he does, like I feel like you can definitely take the power away, like through Jesus, of course. Like it's like, no, I know your tricks,
Mhm.
I know your intentions,
Yeah.
and you know because I have the Holy Spirit in me, I have discernment, and yeah, just like completely just. Funny story. There was one time that
Story time.
there was one time I was on stage, and because I sing at church and I was doing youth worship, and just youth worship at my church is just so inspiring. They're just like they're all these high schoolers, and like to me, I see these high schoolers as like intimidating because they think they're really cool and like they dress way cuter than I did, and like they actually know how to do their makeup and like all this stuff, and like they're just on their knees like holding each other and sobbing, and it's like whoa, like it just is like super raw and inspiring. And so there was one time I was on stage, and I remember I prayed like, Satan, you can go ahead and leave because Jesus has already won. And then the light flickered. One of the spotlights flickered.
Oh my god, like,
I said,
"He's in the
I was like,
building."
oh, in the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke you.
The power of Christ compels you. No, seriously, like, I will get so mad at Satan because
Uh huh.
he knows exactly, like, the sinful stuff that, like, I crave,
Mm hmm.
and he knows how to, like, dangle it in front of my face and how to pull me back into temptation,
Mm hmm.
and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes he wins,
Oh, we're
and
human. That's just,
yeah,
yeah.
and I hate when that happens because I have, like, demons in my closet, you know what I mean, and stuff
Mm
that,
hmm.
like, I've asked God to deliver me from,
Same.
and then there's sometimes when you go back to that old lifestyle, you're like, 1, you hate yourself, and you're like, "How could I do that? Like, how could I possibly do that?" But then I just have to remember that, I'm still a child of God,
Mm
and
hmm.
he still loves me, and as much as I screw up,
Mm
like,
hmm.
he will always love me and always take me back.
Oh, yeah. One time I prayed and I said, God, just take me home. I'm tired of
Mhm.
messing up. I'm just want to be in heaven. I want to be perfect with you. Like, and like, cause I'm just so used to me messing up and then the human on the other side of it being like seeing me different or like treating me different or
Mhm.
like that's just how life is with humans. And
Mhm.
so, like, I just assumed that God was the same way. And he's just so vastly different and just so much bigger than that. And so, I was praying that one time, like, "I'm just so tired of messing up, like, why do you even want me? Like, I don't understand." And he said, "Ellie, like, I created my story with human sin in mind.
Mhm.
I know I created you knowing that that was, like, who you are,
Mhm.
and so, like," he's like, "It's part of the story. Like, w why are" obviously, like, we need to be disciplined, but,
Mhm.
like, there's no point in sitting here beating yourself up when you ask for forgiveness and I forgive you and it's as far as from the east as from the west. And
Mhm.
like, I truly believe that there are times in the Bible, well, it's true, at times in the Bible where sin has helped the plot up,
Right, yeah,
you
true.
know? And
Very true.
so you never know if, which I'm not condoning sin, but just this is just like what he was sharing with me in the moment of like, your story is already written for you
Mhm.
and your sin is already interwoven, so you're not gonna mess up my plan. Like,
Mhm.
it's already laid out for you. Like, you're never gonna, like, lose this promise that I
Mhm.
have for
Right,
you
right,
because you screwed up or whatever. So,
right.
it's just been, I feel like in my adult life, the gospel has, like, I actually understand what it is now,
Yeah, no, I agree. It becomes
and
really real when, like, you're living an adult and you're going through trials and tribulations, and you're
oh,
just like,
yeah.
"Oh, this is what he meant, like, this is
Yeah.
what we're going through."
And so it's like, oh, like, I don't know, it just hit, like, so different, but
Yeah.
anyway, a little preacher moment over here. Um, uh, so let's kind of make it playful again because we got real serious there.
We got a little deep.
What? And I'm telling you, this is just how it is with us.
It
So,
really is. I think either we're either laughing so hard we're crying, or
hmm,
we're crying because we're talking about very traumatic, deep
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
totally.
It's our lives.
What has been a favorite moment? Some of your favorite moments, like with us, with the family. Like, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if we have time for that, but honestly, just some of my favorite times. Okay, I will say, like, not one in specific, but I will say, like, around holiday times,
Mhm.
it is like when all of us get together and we celebrate, especially around a theme. It is some
Mhm.
of the most fun times of my life. And
Oh
it is
yeah.
so, I mean, I think people looking in would be like, this is straight up chaos, because it is,
It is.
but it's a fun
Oh
chaos.
yeah.
Usually
We're all
20,
adding to it.
yeah, 20 different things are going on. At least one person's crying, one
Oh.
person's laughing, one person's falling. And it's just
Uh-huh.
like, you're just like, what is, and Kate is like, I don't know what's happening, but I'm just here for a great time.
Yep.
So I love that, and just having those special moments around Christmas time or
Mhm.
Thanksgiving, going to Kim and Jeff's. I just, they make everything so warm and loving, and I love that. And your mom always tries to do such a great job putting special things together. I'm
Mhm.
32 years old and I still get an Easter basket.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah. Yeah. I loved when we were in our werewolf phase and we were playing werewolf all
oh,
the
and
time.
we would lean, like, we were, what is that? No, that's not telepathic, not
Yes.
telekinesis. We're not Carrie. Telepathic, because we had
Mhm.
that down to a
Oh
science.
yeah.
We knew,
And they'd be like, Ellie and Brittnie can no longer be werewolves together
because we would win
every
every time.
time.
I don't know if that means that we're just, like, really good liars, or
Yeah,
just, like,
I don't
know how to play
know.
a game really well,
Mhm.
which I'm a terrible liar, you would know whenever I'm lying,
Oh, same. I love acting, but I am such a giggler.
but me too.
You would stare into my soul until I cracked. It seemed
I'd be like, "Valid."
okay, so we've recently made a bunch of TikToks and we've had a lot of fun with it. And now we're here making a
My
podcast.
first podcast ever.
So, and we've always just like been let's go to this place and take pictures. Like we just love social media and we love like being creative with it and
Mhm.
expressing ourselves in that way.
Yeah.
So like what have you learned about like social media usage and like your relationship with it like over the years? Cuz you got it probably what, college or high school or
So Facebook, that was my very first social media that I ever got. Like, I never did MySpace. I was always very sheltered, like, as a
Mhm.
younger child, and I could never have, like, social media and stuff like that. So I remember my junior year getting my very first Facebook, and that's where, like, my journey started. So for me, social media has always been a creative outlets.
Mhm.
I'm a very social person and I love engaging and I love seeing what other people are up to.
Yeah.
But for me specifically, I've just always used it for a creative
It's like a
outlet.
portfolio
It
almost.
really is. Yeah. Cause if you know Ellie and I, our life is centered around the picture. Like
Mhm.
if you don't take a picture, it didn't
Right.
happen. And so if we go on family vacations or hey, I bought a cute outfit or hey, I'm gonna do this, we're
Mhm.
taking a picture and
We've
we're
literally been
posting it.
we've been on the way to a function, and then this happened, I think, on Easter one year. We were in downtown Joplin, and you're like, "We're gonna pull over, and you're gonna take me and Kate's picture real quick."
Yeah, that's just like how I live my life. And
Yeah.
I know other people that are similar like that. And then I know people that are like, "Oh my gosh, you take so many pictures and you post so much." And I'm like, "Baby, if you don't like it, then either unfollow or just don't watch cuz
Yeah.
I'm like trying to live my best life and that's what brings me joy and that's my creative outlet. Like cuz I do photography as a
Mhm.
part of my job too. And I
Mhm.
love not even just like being in front of a camera, but being behind a camera and
Mhm.
just being creative and making like life happen. Because
Right.
pictures you will have for the rest of your life. And so
Exactly.
someday, maybe when Kate and I, have kids or whatever, like I'm like, hey, you had a hot mom, and this is like what she looked like 20 years
Oh,
ago. Like
yeah.
that's like what I'm trying to go for. And so if you ever have somebody, like not to sound stupid cliche, but like don't let them dim you. Like sparkle, baby. Like who
Oh, yeah.
cares? Like life's too short for that. And if you can't laugh at yourself and like not take yourself seriously, then
Mhm.
gosh, like
I
I
know.
hate that. I really do.
Not me. I was watching her TikToks back when, like, you first posted them because we made, like, what, 7 in, like, one day at
Mhm.
the pool, and I was looking back at some of them, I'm like, "Wait, I thought you were doing goofy dances too, but you're over there looking cute." I'm like,
That was my first okay, so, like, I tried TikTok back in, like, 2020, and then I was like, "This maybe just is, like, not for me." Like, I'm like, "Am I too old for this?" But then, and then I started doing it for work because I went to a conference, and they're like, "Everybody is doing TikTok." I'm like, "Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, okay." So I started doing TikToks for work, and that's been fun. But this was different. I
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
been, like, making TikTok trends. So
Uh-huh.
doing that with you, I think anything that we do together that is in a creative
Oh my
outlet is so
gosh.
much fun. Like we are both obsessed with Halloween. We go all
Yes.
out. We go
Mhm.
all out for our birthdays. Like
Uh-huh.
if it's Christmas, we're going all out. Like that is just our personalities. And
Mhm.
that's what I love about you. And that's really like how we bond too. And that's like what
Yes.
we find joy in each other
Yeah.
is doing that together.
I have found myself recently in certain rooms where I'm like, "Oh, man, like, that person's really cool, like, I wanna be more like her." Or like, "Ooh, this person's really cool, I wanna be more like her." And then, like, I realized those 2 girls are, like, complete opposites, and I'm like, "Wait, like, these girls that I'm like, 'Wow, they're so cool,' they're just being themselves,
Hmm.
like, 110%." And I definitely think personality-wise, I've just I mean, I don't know how to be anything different. I try. I watch a movie and I'm like, "Oh, that girl's so, like, cool and mysterious." And then, like, I like
And you are not
I mean,
mysterious.
I maybe last, like, 10 minutes before I'm like, "I have got to tell you what this guy texted me, or I've got to tell you this crazy story about how my couch made a weird vibrating sound." But, so anyway, so I kinda made the realization that, yes, I have reinvented myself, and I think that is, like, part of life. For example, I bought a bunch of clothes for my new job, and I was showing my friend, and she's like, "Girl, there's, like, no color in here." And I'm like, "Yeah, like, I'm trying to look, like, professional." And she's like, "I mean, they're really cute, but, like, you are a colors girl." And
Agreed. Yeah.
"Yeah." And so, I don't know. I've just been, like, pondering, like, am I trying to, like, fit myself into a different box? Am I reinventing myself? Like, because I was a teacher and I was very much Miss Frizzle, and I'm like, I don't really think I can, like, bring that to a different workplace. But I'm like, but my office is gonna be Y2K themed, so it's gonna be kind of weird if I dress in black every day. so, so, saying all of that,
Hmm.
you are somebody who also is, I mean, 110% yourself at all times. You express it with, I mean, anything you do.
Hmm.
So, what, like, so taking everything that I said, like, thinking about you in high school years, college years, adult years, like, how what does that look like for you to still be yourself when you are in rooms with people that are different than you, or people, or when trends come and go and things like that? Like, what does that look like for you?
So I think it's always important to always be yourself no matter what and like never compare yourself to other people.
Mhm.
I think when people do that, it definitely comes from a level of insecurity, which is something that you and I have never really struggled with. I think we're very secure with ourselves. I don't think we take 15 million pictures of ourselves and
Ex
post it if we were
exactly,
not
and laugh
secure.
louder than anybody in the restaurant, like, all we're
Yeah.
just always ourselves.
Yeah. And like, just spew confidence, like no matter what. So I will say, like, with trends and everything, I have, because I think you're always growing as a person and
Mhm.
styles change and stuff like that changes. But you know what I mean? Like what I wore 10 years ago is cringy now compared to what we're wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think as long as you on the inside are still true to yourself, that is what glows on the outside. No matter
Mhm.
what you're wearing, no matter what your makeup looks like,
Yeah.
and I think that's the most important thing.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because I definitely don't feel like I've changed on the inside, but it's like it's definitely on the outside where it's like my job and my clothes and
Mhm.
how I if I do makeup or if I don't do makeup, like, all of that. I mean, yeah, it's your outward appearance, so it's kinda what people first see, but
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
Well, I have, like, so many different versions of me
Oh, yeah.
too. Like,
You're
we
like
have the
a
sport.
Barbie line.
Yeah,
You have
kind of.
Sporty Barbie, or
Uh-huh.
Brittnie. You have
And then we got, like,
Work
the
Brittnie and
Southern Brittany, and then
yeah.
we've got, my inner emo girl that I was,
Mhm.
there's just so many different sides to me, and that's why, like, one day I could be wearing this and one day I could be wearing that, and do I care?
Mhm.
No, and if you care, then you shouldn't
Right.
because it's what I'm wearing, it's not what you're
Yeah,
wearing, so
exactly.
I don't really care what people think, and I think
Mhm.
other people shouldn't care what other people think.
Right.
The only person that I care is really my husband and God. So
Mhm.
if they're cool with it, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you get people that can be really, really opinionated. And I've had this kind of happen to me recently where people that shouldn't have had an opinion,
Mhm.
and they kind of like maybe question people that I love about it, which I won't go into detail because
Mm.
I'm not going to sit here and spill out some drama. But I think if a girl is confident and she's taking pictures and she's posting them, I think it's important to know that other people's opinions, they just don't matter. They
Mm.
really don't. And it
Right.
shouldn't reflect your self confidence and it shouldn't damper it.
Mhm.
I think that's important because it almost got to me a little bit. I'm like, well, why would you question that? You know what I mean? Like if my husband's cool with it and I'm cool with it, then like why do you care? It's none of your business.
Yeah.
So little tidbit.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I guess we can kind of go into the third wheel segment.
Ooh, yeah.
Just to kind of break it down. You've been married for going
Two and
on.
a
Okay.
half ish years. Well, over 2.5 years. November it'll be 3. So been
Mhm.
together for 7, going on 8.
Nice.
Hmm.
And I'm single.
Ready to mingle.
Yup. I actually update for the pod and for you. I just re-downloaded Hinge.
What is that?
You don't know what Hinge is?
No, I know what Tinder is.
It's like the same thing.
Oh, it
It's
is.
supposedly not quite as like hookup culture. It's
Yeah,
like Hinge meant to be deleted, like meant to like
meant to be
because you
deleted.
want to like find your love of your life and then delete
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay.
Um.
I got you.
So first message I got said, "I don't know. I can't tell if you're an innocent or a baddie." And I'm like,
Oh, Lord.
and you'll never know.
I'm a little bit of both.
And I'm just like, you are not cute enough to be saying that stuff to me. That's
And that's
no.
such a weird question to ask, like, right off the bat.
I know. I'm just like, so you want to know if, like, I'm gonna tolerate BS
Yeah,
or
pretty
like,
much.
yeah,
Like, am I gonna be able to get in your pants day 1?
yeah, exactly.
I just the world and dating now, like, good luck, sis,
It
'cause
is
ugh,
not for the faint of
yikes.
heart.
Mm. It wasn't even great whenever I was dating. It was still
Yeah.
kind of still, like, hookup culture and everything. Like, I don't know if that's
Mhm.
ever gonna it just
I
progressively
know.
gets worse.
There's just more access and more ways to be awful.
And now I feel like it's not like back whenever I was dating, it was mostly guys, but now it's girls too. Girls and guys.
Mm,
They're both
mhm,
doing it to each other.
mhm,
Girls will have a roster just like guys
mhm.
will. And
Yeah.
that's difficult because now you got some guys that are out here scarred and they don't want to date at all. So like I've had 5 girls like just wreck my life, and now you can't find a good
Mm,
guy because they're all running scared.
yeah. Mhm. So, and she has definitely been here for me with all of the breakups and all of the, just like, I don't know, just like, is this normal? Is this weird? Like, you said this to me and all this stuff, like, just
hmm
craziness. So, what would you, this kind of a hot take maybe, what would you consider like toxic in dating? Like, maybe some signs to look out for.
Toxic in dating. Have been through a very toxic relationship myself. That was awful. Five
Mhm.
years. Um, I would say number one, if you can't be yourself, automatic red flag,
Mhm. Mhm.
toxic. Like if you have to hide parts of yourself, toxic,
Mhm.
garbage. If he is not good to his parents, not good to his
Mhm.
mama, that's okay. We're talking about toxic relationships, not red flags. Sorry. But I'm saying like any guy that I've ever been with that was not good with his parents was not good to me. So
Mhm.
I would say that's part of being a toxic relationship.
Okay.
Um, I think if they're not 100% honest, open and
Mhm.
honest,
Mhm.
um, and they are just constantly trying to hide things from you, toxic,
Mhm.
obviously.
Yeah.
I think people who try to pick fights, which is something that I tried to do in my previous
Oh.
relationship because I so desperately wanted his attention. And
Mm.
sometimes fighting was the only way that I could get it because he was always concerned with other females. That was not me.
Mhm.
Um, so picking fights, I would say that's something that I had toxic because I so desperately wanted him to love me and
Mhm.
wanted his attention, even though I knew that long term that was not going to work out. And
Yeah.
honest to God, I don't really think that I ever truly like was in love with him. Like maybe I loved him, but like I wasn't in love with him.
Mm. Mhm.
So if you see like toxic traits within yourself, also, being put into a relationship, that it goes two ways. Like it's
Oh
not
yeah.
always just he can be an awful person, but there are sometimes it brings out the worst toxic parts in you as
Mhm.
well. And coming from a background where I didn't know what healthy relationships looked like,
Right.
period. That did not
Mhm.
exist in my world.
Mhm.
So I really had to learn that for myself,
Oh
how
yeah.
to be in a healthy
Mhm.
relationship. And so whenever I saw somebody, I jumped that ship and I was like, okay, we're going full in.
Yeah.
Like it happened literally like overnight.
Mhm. Yeah. Um. So, what did, like, going into that new relationship, what did you have to unlearn?
So with my previous relationship, I was very like also kind of sheltered like I was as a child.
Mm.
Like I couldn't have guy friends. I couldn't really like go out with my girlfriends. If I
Mhm.
did, he wanted to know where I was, when I was, what I was doing, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. Blah. It was very like controlling. It was very narcissistic
Mhm.
behavior. So with Cade, just having somebody that like just let me live my life and like never questioned like what I did or what I was gonna do or where I was gonna go or whatever. It was just such a breath of fresh air. And it was something that I really had to get used to. And
Mhm.
he just always wanted me to like always keep my confidence because he loved how confident of a person I was. And he
Mhm.
never wanted to like dampen that. Like I couldn't wear, like, certain clothing back then. I couldn't do
Mhm.
this, like, it was just so controlling and icky, and
Mhm.
if I'm ever like, "Oh, I don't know," like, my tits are kinda be out in this one, you know what I mean? Which I probably shouldn't have said tits, but, my boobs are gonna be out a little bit in this top. He's like, "Girl, let him hang," like, or, "You look beautiful," like, whatever, he's just, like
Yeah.
he's just so encouraging, and he's just great. Like, he really is. He's just like a ball
Yeah.
of sunshine.
He really is. So, one thing I've definitely had to learn with relationships break up is one, I actually love singleness. Like there's so many
Mhm.
things that I love, and people actually have come up to me before and in conversation just been like, "I love that you go places by yourself and you have the freedom to like you don't let anything hold you back. Like you're just living life exactly how you want to,
Mhm.
no matter if you have somebody or not."
Mhm.
Like, and I do it confidently because I have never had like somebody to walk in with,
Mhm.
really. So like I don't really know any different. But what would you say to somebody who is kind of a relationship hopper and who just wants a relationship no matter who it's with?
That's tough because I have definitely been in that realm, 100%.
Mm,
Um, I have what some people would say daddy issues.
mm,
You know, when you come from really traumatic childhood things, you want to be loved because you never got love in the past,
mm,
and you want validation, and you want somebody to make you feel good and somebody to make you feel beautiful, and you want attention.
mhm,
And I would say that it does matter who you're with. It
mhm,
really does. And for now, especially you, because you're my sister, I would
mhm,
say if they are not husband material, it's not worth your time.
mhm.
Like, boy, bye.
Yeah.
Like, it things are fun, like especially in very sinful nature, like hookup culture and flirting and this and that, like that's all fun and games until it's not. And
Mhm.
then, you could start developing feelings and
Right.
and that never works out because of how
Yeah.
this whole, relationship quotation starts.
Yeah.
So it matters. It really does. And what I would say, if you are not happy with yourself, you
Mhm.
will never be happy in a relationship.
Mhm.
That is something that I've just learned with
Mhm.
my friends, with my sisters, because if you are not confident and you're insecure,
Mhm.
that will flourish in a relationship. It
Right.
just will.
Mhm.
And I think that you need to be comfortable with yourself
Mhm.
before you really jump into a relationship,
Yeah.
personally.
Mhm.
You will never really get that from a man, what you can give yourself.
Right.
Now, a man can help it or it can hurt it.
Mhm.
Um, but I will say internally, it really needs to come from you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I have definitely been known to go on a date for a free meal,
Mhm.
for free ice cream, and
Not the ice cream.
and so I just think like, and I don't know, maybe that's wrong. I don't know. I'm like, I'm just getting to know people, learning more about men because I really didn't have guy friends and
Mhm.
but I think like treating yourself like with the utmost respect and
Mhm.
like I mean spoiling yourself in a way that's responsible, like being your own best friend, being your own biggest supporter, being your own boyfriend, girlfriend, like
Mhm.
I feel like how you treat yourself is like I don't know, it's like you won't put up with stuff
Yeah.
because it's like I would treat myself I mean, like, literally the Miley Cyrus song "Flowers," like,
Mhm.
I treat myself better than how you're treating me, so I'm just happy by myself, like, you can go.
110%.
And, as I am blessed to have, um, a great relationship with my dad, and,
Mhm.
we I tell people all the time, like, what my standards are, and they're like, "That doesn't exist." I'm like, not to be weird, because I mean, I'm like, my dad has a lot of these qualities.
Mhm.
Like, so I'm like, and my grandpa has a lot of these qualities. Like, so it's like I know it exists, and I have like, what do you mean? Like,
Mhm.
you're just not enough. Like, so what?
Yeah.
Like, just go find someone who wants something different.
Mhm.
So just, and sorry, that was kind of rude, but it's like, sorry, we're just not compatible because I want someone who likes to I mean, it doesn't have to read. It'd be cool, but like
Mhm.
podcasts, like just like learning and like and handy, but not. gross outdoor stuff like hunting and fishing. That's
Oh
gross.
my
But
gosh,
like,
Allie.
but I think like my dad can fix my car. My grandpa built me that table, but they don't go hunting and fishing. Yeah, Poppy built me that.
Oh, I love that. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Good work.
I
I love that.
know. So, and my dad's building me a dresser like as we speak. So I'm like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
know it exists.
Mhm,
And, like, I already have it, so, like, why would I want less from my husband who I'm gonna be living in a house with, having
mhm,
kids with? Like,
mhm,
so, I don't know, just I just learned that recently, like, because I definitely get into those when I'm in a relationship, I get to that point where I'm, like, kinda grasping because I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, it's so fun being with him, and, like, I don't wanna be with anybody else," and it's just, like, intoxicating, but also, like, I don't know, I hate it. I hate it.
dating is rough.
I just
I hate yeah.
I'm like, "Can we skip that part and
Mhm,
just get to the married part?" Like and
yeah.
I get marriage is also hard, but I'm like, that feeling where it's like the lovesick feeling, oh, I hate it so much. Like when you like don't he doesn't text you back for like 3 hours and you're just
Mhm.
like sick over
You're, like,
it. Like,
attached. Oh, I
yeah.
hate it. I
Oh, it's the
absolutely hate
worst.
it.
And like yeah, like the flirting and all that is like really fun, but like it
Mhm.
comes with like the crash at the same
Right.
time. It's like a
Yep.
like a sugar rush and then you crash and it's
Yep.
just like
Doesn't last.
I don't know. I hope that when I meet my husband that it's more just like even keel. Like, yeah, we're gonna be into each other and like want to spend time like want to get to know each other obviously. But like the whole like I just cry so much when I'm dating. It sucks. I'm like
Crying is good for you, though. Like, crying
yeah.
really is good. You gotta let it out. I wish I could cry. I can't cry. But
But I just cry about like I don't want to be like stressed. I don't want to be sad. Like, I don't know. I
well, the right
just
guy will
uh-huh.
not make you do that. So the
I
minute they start doing
know.
that, you're like, "Okay,
Mhm.
alright, nope, this isn't
I
nope, doodles."
yeah. I've been watching so many TikToks lately. I literally have I have a new folder on Instagram Reels of my saved folder and it says when you want to text him. And it has like 75 videos of just people being like, "No, you're worth more than that." Blah, blah.
Mhm.
All this stuff. I'm like,
Amen.
so just like, at the first sign of disrespect, cut him off. Just like
Yeah.
like I've just learned so much like how like I mean this comes in friendships and family and dating like you allow what you allow like they can do the work like they obviously are like they need to be held accountable for their actions but like
Mhm.
did you allow that to happen was there a
True.
consequence
True.
was there a reaction from you like oh you were late to my first date I woke you up because you like I called you and you woke up 2 hours after you're supposed to pick me up
Mhm.
but then we still went on a date the next day.
Yeah.
And it's like I allowed that and that marked that like set the precedent for every date after that. It didn't matter
Yeah.
if he was on time
Yeah.
because I allowed him to still have access to me after he was 2 hours late and he was asleep.
Yeah.
Like and so yes, people choose to do crappy things, but it's like they're I mean just like parenting, just like teaching. It's like if you're not consistent with your own boundaries, like, you can't expect them to,
Mhm.
like I mean, hopefully they will, but you can't expect somebody to remember your boundaries and to hold them higher than you would,
Right.
like
Right.
so, I don't know, just I'm, like, so I don't know, I I've been learning so much about this now, or, like, just getting so much information about it, I'm like, "I want a man to try me so I can try some
Oh
of this
my
out."
gosh. Well, something I will point out that I find super important that when you are in relationships, especially like in the dating world, that if you were to ever like make a mistake yourself or like give into something or don't hold somebody, that guy or whoever accountable, like just know that it's not the end of the world. And like if you mess up, don't dwell on it too much because it
Mhm,
makes you feel like absolute garbage.
mhm,
Absolute garbage. You know, you get yourself up, you straighten yourself out and you're like, "No,
mhm,
I know who I am.
mhm,
This isn't me."
mhm.
And you move on. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Mm,
like anytime that I've ever had that happen where I'm like, "No, no, no. That's not me." Like
mhm,
go to the gym, and I'm like, "No, no, no." Like, I just, like, work through it, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I just move on.
And
Don't
it
even have a thought in my brain after
Oh,
that.
yeah. And you can always, like, it's never too late. You
Mhm.
can always stand up and be like, "Hey,
100%.
I actually don't like, I was finding myself doing things that I'm like, I definitely said I would never do that, and then now I'm doing it. And so one day, I mean, God was making it very clear to me for
Mhm.
weeks, and I think I may have shared this on the podcast, but like,
Mhm.
it just felt like everything I was looking at was like, stop this nonsense.
Yeah.
And so finally, I let the guy know, hey, I changed my mind and I'm not okay with this anymore.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna move differently and like we're not gonna do this anymore.
Yeah.
And he had a problem with it because
Of course,
they do.
always. Yeah.
And I'm
Anytime you
like,
put a boundary up, they're like, "Oh, but, no. Nope, sorry.
yeah.
This is my life.
Mhm.
This is my body.
Yeah.
Sorry."
So it's like I just was like, yeah, I'm allowed to change my mind
Yeah, 100%.
because I feel a certain way now
Right.
that I don't want, and I'm allowed to step myself out of something that maybe I quote unquote promised or quote unquote like made it seem like it was okay. Because it
Mhm.
in the moment, maybe it was, maybe it wasn't, but like I'm choosing to step out of it, and like that's my choice.
100%. And some
And
people would call that like, "Oh, you led me on," or whatever. Maybe I did. But
mhm,
now I'm feeling a certain way about it now, and you need to respect those feelings and you need to
yeah,
respect that boundary. And if you don't, maybe
mhm,
bye. There's the
yeah,
door. You know what I
mhm.
mean? I'll find somebody else that will.
And they should want somebody that wants what they want.
100%.
You know, like if you think a guy played you or led you on,
Mhm.
l- let them leave.
Yeah, if they don't
Bye.
want you, then somebody else will.
Yeah, you don't want to chase after somebody, as someone who has chased, that doesn't actually want to be with you. Like,
100%.
so
Yeah, we're too cute for
yeah,
that.
exactly.
No.
Exactly. And again, it just comes with being your own like hype woman, being your own like best friend, like being
Mhm.
your own, what would you tell your best friend if they were doing something like that? Like tell that to
100%.
yourself
Mhm.
because you deserve the exact same.
Yeah.
Like you're stuck with yourself
Yep.
your whole life. You have nobody else that you're stuck with, and how you talk to yourself matters.
Yep.
Okay, so last question before we kind of wrap up and do our media roundup. So we've kind of been talking about this a little bit, but people have said in the past, or maybe continue to say, like, "Oh, he's my better half," and now we're kind of more like, "No, like it's two 100% whole people
Mhm.
coming together, creating a life
Mhm.
together."
100%.
So, what does that wholeness in yourself look like for you in your life and how you operate?
So, being a super independent person my whole
Mhm.
life and having to be independent, I had fulfillment in myself before I got into
Mhm.
relationships. Now, I bounced around in relationships and I've had several long term
Mhm.
relationships, but I always knew how to take care of myself. I never needed a man to take care of me,
Mhm.
ever. I could pay my own bills, I could take
Yeah.
care of myself and other people, my sister, you know what I mean? Just like
Mhm.
I never had to have that in my life. So, and being secure within myself, like I said earlier, was also a key thing before I got into relationships too.
Mhm.
So I never really struggled with that. Whereas some women, that's not really the case. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Um, so whenever I got into a relationship with Cade, we were polar opposites. We really were, and we still kind of are. But then his world just started to blend in with mine. With
Mhm.
me, it was all my sports and playing
Mhm.
ball, and for him, it was hunting and fishing and hiking.
Mhm.
And now we both share what the other person loves. Now our
Mhm.
world is like a blended thing. It's not
Yeah.
just, his world and my world. It's like completely blended now, even though it was
Mhm.
two whole complete worlds.
Right.
If that makes any sense
Yeah, you
whatsoever.
just kind of elevated both of each other's lives by adding
Right, right. None of
the
us
other
sacrificed
person's.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That is really nice
Sometimes
because
that's not the case. Ellie's
yeah.
like sports. Ugh,
I'm thinking
no,
about all the guys on the hinge that are wearing Chiefs jerseys, and I'm like, next,
no.
next.
Do you hunt, fish? Are you blue collar or play sports? Absolutely not.
Okay, I'm a little bit more open to blue collar. They just have to take care of themselves. If they ugh, if they I just don't want nasty work clothes on my floor of my house. Where it's like, I don't know if you've seen this picture before, but it's like a beautiful bedroom and it's very nicely organized. And it's like her nightstand is like pretty and like organized, and then it's his, and then he has just like work boots and like dirty clothes on the floor and like, ugh, I don't know, just so gross. So I'm like, just be clean, okay? Like that's all I ask.
Good luck.
And I'm like,
Good
I
luck.
guess maybe only like a, you know how you have a mud room? Maybe
Uh-huh.
just like a shower out there.
There you go. Yeah. 'Cause
He'll build me a house because he's a blue collar,
there you
and he'll
go.
build himself like a garage shower where he can shower. And then he comes
Yeah.
in smelling nice, looking nice, all
You
that.
know, that's my husband. He's about as blue collar as it gets. Fishes, hunts can literally, "Oh, you need plumbing? Oh, you need to put siding
Mhm.
on? Oh, you need to fix the roof? Oh, you need to fix the truck?" He can do
Yeah.
anything. It literally
Mhm.
does not matter. If I have a project, "Oh, babe, you want a whole closet? Let me build you a closet."
Yeah.
Cool, that's great. But that comes with the grime and the gross, but
Mhm.
then he cleans up real nice.
Mhm.
He cleans up real, real nice. So,
'Cause you get those some blue collar guys, they got like scruffy, nasty beard and
I'm
like
not a beard person.
gross hair,
Yeah, I feel you on that.
like nappy,
I feel you on that.
and always has to wear a hat because they're balding.
Not the balding.
I actually just saw a TikTok of a guy that was like cleaning his toupee, and I'm like, I've never respected a man more. He was
Honestly,
like,
what's wrong with the toupee?
I
Honestly, like
know,
it's like extensions for women. Like,
yeah,
honey, if you're bald, men out there, if you're bald and you wear a toupee, no judgment here because
oh
it
yeah,
looks good. It looks great. Who would know?
exactly,
Who would freaking know? Who cares?
and like I can do bald if it's a black guy, cause like I don't know, it just like doesn't seem that like weird on them for some
Hmm.
reason, but like I don't know, my personal preference.
She has a lot of personal, but there's nothing wrong with having a lot of personal preferences.
Hey,
You should never
most
settle.
most of the guys on my Hinge right now. Well, I haven't matched with anyone yet because it was just last night.
Hmm.
But like, I'm not seeing a lot of my type. I may have
Oh,
to change it up a little bit. I'm
okay.
not against anything that's not my type. I just
Oh yeah,
because
not at all.
I just say like those kind of guys don't like me back.
That's not. I think you just haven't given it a fair chance, and you had like one or two things that just went not
I'm
great.
telling you, show me a white guy who wants to take me on a date, and I'll try it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
That's like
I
homework
I
now.
swipe right on white guys all the time.
Like a challenge.
They just don't like me.
That's
There's been a couple guys that I'm like, there was one guy I was like, this is my husband, and then I think our match may have like expired or something. I don't know. It
oh,
was
really? I
because he
don't know how any of that
because he was
works.
like, th- he was like, I love to read, I love Jesus, I love board games, and I'm like, oh my god.
I love that.
And then like I waited for him to message me first, and then I looked and he was gone, and I was like, no, he found somebody else. It's fine. So let's get into our media roundup.
Ooh, fun. Yeah.
So I've read a little bit more of She Left from the last couple episodes. I've been talking about it, but I've been on my comics game right now.
Love that.
Anytime that I'm like waiting, because I've been doing a lot of door dashing. So anytime that I'm like waiting for an order, I have this app. I pay $10 a month to read comics on my phone. It's
Love
insane.
it.
So I've been reading through. I read a lot of Ironheart, but now that that show's over, now I'm reading a lot of Fantastic Four, getting ready for the movie.
Okay.
Um, so that's been my what I've been reading most of the time.
Cool.
Are you reading anything right now?
The reading has been slim.
Mm.
I guess if you count social media reading, I do that. But
Mhm.
and then work reading. But
Yeah.
I'm really busy right now. Like
Yeah.
prime ball season,
Oh yeah.
tournament season, so it's like it's been a little rough to find time to read.
Oh yeah.
But the Bible or like devos,
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm usually reading out by the pool, but most of the time I've been at the pool, I've been with people, so
Yeah.
I don't really want to Now there's been times that I've been with people, like, whenever I was reading The Red Tent when we were at mom's house, I
Yeah.
was like, "Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I have got to
Like,
read."
I know we're gonna try to have family time, but I'm gonna read,
Yeah.
so
I'm still listening.
mind your business.
That book was so good. TV, um, you already know. It's just always YouTube right now. I'm so behind. I okay, this is the thing. I've said it so many times. I cannot just, like, turn a show on and watch it. It has to be, like, a th like a mission almost. So,
Oh,
like,
okay.
I follow a lot of people on YouTube,
Uh-huh.
so I watch my stuff on there, but whenever I was getting my license, I didn't watch YouTube for, like, a solid 4 days, and I've been behind ever since. That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
So, because I listen to a lot of Marvel podcasts, well, like, they're, like, video too,
Uh-huh.
and, like, one of my podcasts I listened to dropped, like, 10 episodes in 1 day. They're like,
What?
"Summer movie playlist." It's called Stuff You Should Know. It's just, like, every day it's a different podcast about some random thing. Like, today, it was about
Fun.
the history of child labor.
Oh my gosh.
Like, just, like I'm just, like, learning new stuff all the time. So, it was talking about, like,
Okay.
the newsies and, like, the factory workers and, like, tenant workers and stuff that I didn't know about. So, yeah, I have not been able to watch many shows except for Ironheart, which, guys, I am not a fan. I really love Riri Williams in the comics. So she's this superhero who's kind of following the footsteps of Iron Man. Like, she's, like, very, very gifted. And so she went to MIT and built a suit, and then she dropped out or whatever. And so in this comics, she's, like, trying to be a superhero, but she's, like, kind of fumbling about it and, like, has, like, Tony Stark AI in her suit because he's passed away. And,
Uh-huh.
like, he, like, gave that to her. I don't know. She's just so nice, and, like, she accidentally becomes the queen of Latveria,
Yeah.
and, like, she wants to help the people, and she wants to, like, because her stepdad and her best friend died in a drive-by shooting, and so, like,
Oh my
she wants to,
gosh.
like, help people. Like, that's Riri Williams in the comics, and then in the show, she's so, like, self-centered and just, like, I mean, she literally spoilers, she literally sells her soul to the devil in the end, and I'm like,
No.
"What? This is not the Riri I know."
Hate that.
And so, I don't know. I just wasn't a fan. I know a lot of people were, and a lot of people don't like it because it has a lot of hate on Tony Stark, which I don't really see it that way. She's just like, "I'm trying to be better than Tony Stark. I'm trying to be better than Elon Musk and Hank Pym," which is a Marvel person, but I'm just like, no, the whole, like, I'm better than everyone else because 'cause I'm smart and I need money for my suit, so I'm gonna, like, do crime to, like, make money, like, I don't know. I'm like, "This is not the
Interesting.
Riri I know." So, I was not happy about that. I don't think I've shared that yet on the podcast, but that was my take. But, yeah, so I'm attempting to watch Manzo'd with Children, but I'm so behind on YouTube right now, I can't even get to it. Yeah, that's TV for me.
TV. Oh, I am watching. Oh, I just finished it actually. The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 2.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, drama. But I loved it. I loved season 2.
Yes. I'm
I'm
only halfway through.
really in season 3. They're gonna do a season 3.
Oh my
So I'm like
gosh.
so excited for that. And then episode 1 of the new season of Bachelor in Paradise happened. And my favorite
Ooh.
guy, Sam,
Uh-huh.
he left night 1. Like came in after,
What?
yeah. Like
On his own?
yeah, so, like, everybody came in, right, and, like, people are starting to, like, pair up and everything, and then Sam comes in, and he takes one of the girls on the date. Well, then she wound up, like, not giving him a rose, which I was, like, really disappointed because he was, like, really the only one that, like, and I like Jonathan. I think
Wow.
he's, like, super bubbly. He's Sam's just, like, my type, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
Southern and charming and
Yeah.
adorable,
Mhm.
but I was just like, "Oh my gosh," like, you gave me a little teaser to bring him onto the show, and then he doesn't get a rose, and he gets sent home. And
Dang.
he's like, you remember the guy off of Jen's season? Did you watch The
I
Bachelorette?
haven't watched in so long.
Oh my gosh.
I kinda wanna get back into it now that, like, and people love Love Island, I'm like, "Okay, I
Yeah,
think
I
I
loved
wanna
Love
try to get
Island
it
too.
into
Yeah.
it." So, again.
No, but he was that guy that always said, like, "I'm gonna keep the main thing the main thing." And I'm like, which is
Mm.
so cringe, but, like, I don't know why I liked him so much, but I just did because he was, like, almost kind of like one of the villains of the season.
Oh,
But
I
I don't know,
see.
I just, like, loved him for
Hmm.
I think he just kind of got, like, just put in a bad light and cornered
Mhm.
because he just didn't know how to, like, say how he was truly feeling, which came across
Okay.
really disingenuine. And maybe
Yeah.
he was being disingenuine, I don't know, but I don't know,
Uh-huh.
I just liked him, so don't come at me for liking him.
Um, yeah, the last season I watched was whatever season was right before they had 2 hosts. The guy host left, and then they had the 2 girl hosts.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't watch
was
that one.
Rachel and Gabby, which was
Yeah.
weird. That was such a weird season. I did not like that season.
Yeah.
I
I
did not like
don't
it.
yeah, so when they did that, I was like, no. Is the guy back or no?
The
Host?
no, no, he got, like, fired.
Who's the host now?
Jesse Palmer, I think is his last name.
Oh.
Palmer? It's
Is the
Jesse something.
is the bartender still there?
Wells?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love
Yeah, I'm like,
Wells.
"Okay, can we get Wells on the show?" Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna date Wells?
Well,
He
he
probably does
was. He
have a
was a
girlfriend.
contestant.
What?
And
Really?
then yeah, and then he almost like there was one season, Bachelor in Paradise, where, like, him and this girl I thought were gonna, like, because he was a bartender, but she was, like, into him, and I think he was, like, into
Uh-huh.
her, and then that wound up, like, not working out. But,
Oh.
yeah, he's, like, married now. So,
Oh.
yeah, he is married.
She's very secure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of beautiful women
Uh-huh.
out there.
Yeah, that show is, like, so toxic and so freaking weird to me. I think The
Uh-huh.
Bachelor and Bachelorette in general is, like, so freaking weird because there is no way I could develop feelings and literally watch him make out with, like, 20 different other girls. I would, like,
Mm-mm.
be there's just, like, no way. I know
No.
myself. As secure that you may be, the just seeing somebody you're into kiss somebody else, that's not natural.
No.
It's just not. But it's like a fire dumpster, like, you have to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, it's very entertaining,
Yes.
even though it's weird at
See,
the same
Bachelor in
time.
Paradise is my favorite.
Yeah, me too.
So
Me
I'm
too.
like, but you have to watch the other seasons to know who these
To know
people
the background.
are.
Yeah, I know the
Yeah.
drama. Uh-huh.
So maybe I'll jump back in. Maybe not for Paradise because I don't know anybody. But who's who's next? The Bachelor or Bachelorette?
Oh, I
Or they
should
not
know
said that?
that.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I think they're doing another Golden Bachelor, which I honestly can't say that that was my favorite. And the Goldens are going to be on Bachelor in Paradise too.
No
That was in the trailer, so that's
way.
not really a spoiler alert.
In
It
the
was in the trailer.
same.
In the same realm as the
Are they
younger
gonna be
kids.
dating the other?
I don't think so, but who
Dang.
knows?
Who
Who knows?
knows?
Gotta watch and find out.
Yeah, I after I watched one Hallmark movie where it was, like, people in their 50s and they were kissing, I'm like,
No. Yeah, that's not really my thing either. I mean, go
"No."
for you. If you're 50 and, like, you want to live your best life and go make
Yeah.
out, that's great, but, like, I don't want to watch it.
No.
We
Yeah.
love old people, but no.
Yeah.
Which 50s,
Um,
sorry. If you're 50, you're not old. I'm sorry.
well, 50 now, I feel like it looks so different than, like, 50 when we were kids.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's like everyone wants to stay young, which is cool, but I'm
Yeah.
like, "But you don't." And this is another off topic, like, I I was thinking this back in, like, high school, I'm like, "So, do old people did they dress like that because they're old or because that was, like, the style when they were, like, growing up?"
True.
And so,
Yeah.
like, because 'cause I'm like, "There's no way that, like, you had your hair in a big poof ball like that when you were young."
Yeah.
But they did. They had those perms, like, I remember my
Uh-huh.
nana did anyway, like,
Beehive.
she yeah, like, it was just always permed, like, it was just
Uh-huh.
kinda like Nanny's hair, like, just kinda
Yeah. My
like
grandma too.
yeah, and so I'm like, "Huh, okay." And then so now, I think when we see this new generation, like, our parents, I guess, getting old, like, they're not gonna look like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a whole different mindset of what old looks like.
Agreed. Like, there's such a stigma about around, like, being old, and, like, people say, "Oh, you're too old to do that." I'm like, I know 50-year-olds that look, like, better than me and are in better shape
Uh-huh.
than me, and I'm like, "Okay, like, you do you." And, like,
Yeah.
if you look great and you wanna or even if you don't look great, whatever, wear whatever you want. But I'm like, I don't think you have to dress a certain way. Or
Mm-mm.
you know what I mean? And now if you're not acting your age, maybe that's different. I don't know. But
Right.
I'm just saying, like, it's just such like Emmy, she looked
Oh,
so
yeah.
great, so beautiful for her. I mean, we're not calling you old, Emmy. I don't know if you're listening, but
Oh, she
just so
listens.
beautiful. Oh, yeah, just so beautiful and just so well kept and like
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
dress like a typical
No.
grandmother.
Yeah, I mean, she just I don't know, it'll be interesting to see, like, this next wave of, like, people in their 50s now, like,
Yeah,
what they're gonna look like in the next 20 years, like,
yeah.
it's definitely not gonna be the same.
Well, even your mom, like, the stigma around, like, turning
Oh,
40, she
yeah.
was like, "I'm 40, but, like, I'm gonna still wear what I want and, like, feel
Oh, yeah.
confident," and, like, she still dresses like she always has to me.
Yeah.
Like, she hasn't changed her style, and
Mm-mm.
I pray that's gonna be me, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
could really care less what people think whenever I get older, and, like, I used to think
Exactly.
30 was old, and now that I'm 32, I feel like I'm still 25. That's probably the way you feel whenever you're in your 40s or 50s, you know, you probably
Mhm.
still feel young, and you still
Yeah.
feel like, it's hard to
Oh,
tell.
yeah. Yeah. Movies-wise, I actually just went to go see Superman a couple nights ago.
Was it good? It looked so good in the trailer.
So, I'm gonna preface this by saying I don't have a, I don't have a connection with Superman,
Uh-huh.
and so, I kinda was going into this, I don't really care, but I'm
Uh-huh.
just gonna watch it because 'cause I'm a Marvel girl through and
Me
through.
too, and that's DC, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so but, I mean, he's looking fine.
He
The
is gorgeous,
the
yeah.
red trunks were back. They were kinda weird with,
Really?
briefs. I'm like but I've because I listened to podcasts about this. They say, so James Gunn really wanted this Superman to be back to, straight out of a cartoon or straight out of a comic book,
Mhm.
just I don't remember what the verbiage was that they said, but, let him be kinda cheesy, let him be kinda, just, so kind and, because he even says at one point, maybe trusting people is punk rock. Like
Yeah.
like
Oh my gosh.
'cause Lois was she's like, "Yeah, I listen to punk music and, I don't trust anybody." I don't know, just, not like that, but, in the same storyline or whatever, or the same scene, and he was like, "Yeah, I like this band." She's like, "That's not punk rock." And he's like, I don't know, it's just so cute, he's just so, sweet and just, but yeah, I mean, I liked it. I thought Crypto was so annoying.
Who is that?
The
Is that
dog.
Nicholas Holt? Oh, the
The dog.
dog. Sorry, I'm really not a
No, it's
DC
okay.
person, yeah.
I was like I've never hated a dog more in my life,
I love
actually.
dogs, though.
I'm like, "This is making me just solidify the fact that I don't ever want a
What
dog."
so what about the dog was it?
This is in the first scene, so it's not a spoiler. So Superman just got beat by somebody. That's, how we come into the movie.
Uh-huh.
He's laying in the snow, blood coming out of his face, out of his mouth, and he whistles for the dog to come. And he starts playing with him and starts jumping on him. And he has broken ribs and he's really hurt. And he's like, "Ugh, stop, stop, ow!" And the dog, he's a super dog, so he's really strong too. So he's just jumping on him and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. I just found myself getting so stressed.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
this is so annoying. And then he risks his life to go get the dog, and I'm like, this is not John Wick, okay? Because he literally goes, and I love John
I would
Wick,
risk my life for a dog.
but he marches into Lex Luthor's office, Nicholas Holt, and
Mhm.
he's like, "Where's the dog?" and it was so funny, but yeah, I liked it. I liked Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor.
See, I wanna watch that movie just for Nicholas Holt.
He's bald in the,
I know, I know.
but
Do love Nicholas Holt,
yeah,
though.
I thought it was good. There was definitely parts where I'm like, okay, the fight's finally over. Oh no, we're back. We're still fighting. Okay,
Like, a little dry,
like
like, a little too much.
I get to that where I'm like, okay, so you're fighting, cool, and then you win, and then you walk away, and then it's like, oh, I've resuscitated. We're gonna fight again. And I'm like,
Oh
no,
my
just
gosh, like, yeah, we
and of
just be done.
course, superhero films, you're gonna have that, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm waiting for more plot to happen.
Mhm.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So that's just my 2 cents, but it was fun, and then I keep getting because TikTok listens to you. I was getting
Mhm.
little thirst trap videos for whatever his name is, and then I found out that there's a show called Smallville that's about superhero or about Superman,
Uh-huh.
and it has Tommy Wells in it, who was in Cheaper by the Dozen, and he's so hot.
He's adorable.
I'm
Yeah.
like, hold on, now I need to watch this show because he's just so fine
Yeah.
and just cutesy,
Mhm.
oh, so yeah. And I just recently bought a shirt for Fantastic Four. I'm gonna go see it opening night,
Love it.
or not even night at 2:30 in the afternoon
Cool.
in 3D IMAX with my Fantastic Four shirt on.
Love
I'm
it.
so excited.
I'm excited for you.
I feel like I'm like, how with so many trailers that they keep putting out and how many podcasts I've listened to about it, I'm like, how have I not just watched the whole movie at this point? Like,
Yeah,
I've
good point.
consumed like probably 30 hours of content about this movie.
I've done that before. Movies come out, and you're like but then sometimes it, like, doesn't live up to the hype, and you're like, "Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, I did all that investing for, like, what?" And it's, like,
Yeah.
such a disappointment. I hate that.
Yeah, and my podcast will do a lot of, like, theorizing of what they think's gonna happen, and it's fun, like, I would rather them just give me the comic book context, 'cause,
Mhm.
like, you can't I mean, Fantastic Four comics started in 1961, pretty sure.
Ugh.
So it's like you can't read all of those before the movie comes out, so it's like, I just want you to give me some context, give me, like, the names of characters so that I'm prepared, but, like, I'm kind of like I feel like they've been giving us too many trailers. I mean, I've never seen I think they have like 20 trailers that have come out for this one movie, and I'm like, how, how does I don't know. It's just been kind of weird, but anyway, I'm excited about it. And Ben, the thing, I don't like the fact that his name is Ben, but I'm like, that's my type, big rock man. That's my
Yeah.
type.
"Can I take you home?" No, I was kidding.
Yeah. And I love that in the comics and in the I actually watched like the 1960 or the 19 something, maybe the 60s. Maybe. I don't know. The show, the old-timey cartoon Fantastic Four, I watched the first 2 the all of that, and I like that Ben is always the one that, like, the girl falls in love with him. I think it's so
Oh,
cute
that is
because
adorable.
he's always trying to become a man again because he hates being a thing, and then, like, they find something that makes him into a man for, like, 3 days, and then he goes back, and it's, like, sad. That's his
Aw.
thing. So, I hope I like Ben, 'cause that's my guy.
Yeah.
You seen any movies lately?
Mm, no, not anything new, which is kinda sad, honestly, because I love going to the movie theater, and I love watching new movies. I really
Mhm.
do, but no, not really. I really it's kind of I really wanna watch the new movie that just came out. I mean, it's out of theaters now, but Sinners, because
You
I love
are going
vampires.
to love I haven't seen it because I refuse, I'm scared of that movie.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna love it. I
Yeah.
think it will be your new thing.
Yeah.
Because you know how many people I've heard that are like, "I saw it 5 times in theaters."
That's how it was with Elvis. But yeah, like whenever I love
Mhm.
something, I love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just looks so good. And I'm really like I dabble in some scary movies, but I really don't like to do like anything like demonic or anything. But vampires are vampires. And I love vampires.
Mhm.
Um so I really yeah, and I love Haley Steinfeld, Michael B. Jordan, like and
Mhm.
the whole cast. It's a really
Mhm.
good setup. So
Oh, yeah.
that will be my next movie of choice to watch. That's new.
Mhm. I like again, now that I've watched all these podcasts, like, Ryan Coogler can do no wrong. That's, like, the producer,
Oh, nice.
director, I
Cool.
think. He did, like, the Black Panther movies and,
Oh, you
like
do love Black Panther.
mhm.
Yeah.
So, he's the best. And then music. I I shared this last time. I feel like I've just been, like, so in my, like, Y2K era
Mhm.
of, like, all the, like, trending TikTok songs that are from, like, our childhood where it's, like,
Uh-huh.
old, like, Chris Brown or Usher or like,
Yep.
Mariah, like,
Mhm.
all these songs, and I'm like, "Oh, Rihanna, like, these songs are good." Or
Yeah.
it's, like, maybe not, like, their most played song on the album, but it's, like, "Breaking Dishes" by Rihanna, I'm
I
like,
love that
"Bah." Yeah,
song.
I just did
I
that.
it's like one of my favorite Rihanna songs ever.
Yes! I'm like, "Thank you, TikTok, for bringing these songs back so
Yep.
I don't forget them."
I
Yeah,
love it. Love it.
that's been me lately.
So I just been dabbling into like some newer like rock music,
Mhm,
stuff that I haven't typically like listened to that's like newer to me.
mhm.
Like Sleep Token and I believe it's called like Nazareth stuff that I'm sure you have no idea what
No.
that is, but it's like just kind of like punk rocker
Mm,
metal kind of vibes, which
mhm.
is definitely my genre of choice, even though I love all sorts of types of music,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's just kind of like my newer stuff that I'm listening to now, which has been nice,
Nice.
especially when I need a good pump at the gym.
Uh-huh.
Love some heavy metal banging in my ears. So it really gets me going.
Nice. Are you a Justin Bieber fan at all?
I love Justin
You listen to
Bieber.
his new album?
I did not,
I
no.
haven't either yet.
I
I
thought
need
it
to
was like
like
fake, honestly, but no, it's
there were some big songs rolling around,
yeah.
but no, this is I also haven't listened to the new Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco album, which I love Selena. I'm still not quite sure. there's just stuff comes out all the time
Yeah.
about their relationship, and I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know how to feel. But I mean, they're engaged, and if she's happy,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think much about them at all, really, because I can't really say that I'm really, I guess, a fan, which maybe that's controversial, I don't know, because I love Justin Bieber, and I know that
Mhm.
they were toxic together. I'm glad that
Mhm.
that kind of didn't work out, you know what I mean? But I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't hate her,
Mhm.
but that Benny guy, I don't know, that's just a little too, I don't know how I feel about him. He's not
Yeah.
he's kinda got hit with the ugly stick. I'm sorry, my dude, but
Yeah.
she's,
And
she's
like,
beautiful, you
and
know?
part of me is like, maybe if he didn't have this like greasy look to him.
Yeah, like, he looks like he would smell bad,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I hate to be like that, but
And
it's
I
just
don't
kinda true.
I'm like, Selena, I get it. Love them for who they are. They're
Yeah,
expressing themselves,
that's
but I'm like,
true.
have you seen
That's
that
true.
thing where it's like, um, I don't, remember- I don't remember what the phrase is, but it's like when you start dating a white girl, start dating a black girl, and it's like your whole personality, your whole, uh, how you dress, how you do your hair, all that
Travis
changes.
Kelce,
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
He was like a completely different person.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
So
"Yeah,
so
Taylor
it's
effect."
like, eh, can we do something? Can we do
Yeah.
something with the hair? Can we not post your toes on the internet? Can we not like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird. She's just so like I think lately especially, I feel like she's just so like classically beautiful. Like
Mhm.
just how she's been like dressing and like just how I don't know. I've loved her for a while. But you love Demi.
I have
Oh
always loved Demi Lovato,
my gosh, we're
even
like Demi
though,
and
oh
Selena.
my gosh, that's so hilarious. And Demi went through some like phases where I was like, "Oh my gosh, what is happening?"
Uh-huh.
Obviously, she dealt with mental illness and drugs and everything like that. So like no
Yeah.
judgment, but like I feel like she finally feels, and Jutes, I think that's how you pronounce his like
I
man
don't
that she
remember.
married. Like I
Oh
love
my god.
his music too, and that's like rocker
She
music.
I love that she's, like, back where we can, like, see her
Agreed.
happy,
She's beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
Absolutely
I'm like, I don't
beautiful.
even need more music. I just need to see that you're okay,
Yeah,
like, and
agreed.
happy,
Agreed.
like,
Yeah. 100%.
she's awesome,
She
so
really is, and she was such an inspiration to go through such horrible, horrible
mhm.
things and, like, still make it, you know what I mean? And now
Yeah.
she's found happiness and love and
Mhm. And so I know, like, she's fighting for laws, and, like, I know Demi has had, like, her and, like, Raven-Symoné, like, these people have been coming out on documentaries, like, this is how it was. Golly, Drake Bell and, like, so many people that were,
mhm.
like, abused in the
Awful,
system, like,
awful stuff.
just so bad.
Yeah,
And
it
so
makes me sick to my stomach.
and just to know, like, the behind the scenes of, like, everything we loved and, like,
Yeah,
what's like, why does it have to be like that? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't have to be like that.
Like, just to give us entertainment, just so you and I
Yeah.
could enjoy stuff like that, like, they
Mhm.
sacrificed basically, like, their lives and,
Yeah.
like, their livelihood.
Yeah. And, you can create wonderful entertainment without abusing kids. Like, I don't it's
Yeah,
just
like, what in the
the most
world?
corrupt, evil people become, these producers
Oh,
and
that's Hollywood, baby. Yeah,
oh,
like, it's
yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
Awful, awful.
And it's kinda like, if you don't, then, like it's like this myth that if you don't, you, like, won't find success, and
Yeah,
I think there's a little bit of truth in that, that
maybe.
there's, like, some because the people who are doing bad things wanna stay hidden or keep doing it, and so it's like,
Right,
"Hey, if you don't do it, well, now you know what we're doing,
right.
and are you gonna go snitch?" Like,
Yeah,
it's dangerous out there.
yeah, and when you're wealthy and powerful and, you can get away with stuff, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's awful. I hate it.
It's awful. So, one way to end on
Well, yeah, what a way to end. Oh my gosh, what a positive note, guys.
Well, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been so fun.
Agreed.
I think
Thank
you
you for
kinda
having me.
yeah. Thank you for coming on. And if any of this was inspirational for you, motivating for you, leave a comment and let us know what you think. And I will check back in with you guys next Saturday at 8 a.m. Bye.